I'm going to go to a harsh one. I've got two harsh ones. I got a couple of harsh ones.
How many people do you have on the hot seat? Good Lord.
I've got three more. I got three more. And they're not on the hot seat. They're conversations about whether they should be. I'm
Okay.
going to start with Greg Vanney. This one, it may be harsh, but I want to talk because I think really what needs to happen is the owners need to leave, right? The owners have put them in a bad position. Being said, with their inability to understand the rules that were literally made for them. Um, but here's my kicker, and this is why I'm kind of upset about it. Greg Vanney is in charge of bringing players in. Like that's his other role in this team, to my understanding. In the interim with Klein out, I believe that is. I think he may have just handed it over recently when they signed that other guy from LAFC. But for the last couple of months, it's been him. So the position that they're in, where they're trying to get people across the line and it's not working, it's kind of on him, and he hasn't gotten it done. Now, again, that's a ridiculously tough ask. Somebody to manage a team and manage the transfers all at the same time. It's crazy. But you got your first win of the season last night in a team of Chicharito, who just came back, and I understand he's been hurt. Joveljic, who was supposed to be like his savior, who has been poor. Ricky Puig, who's been really poor. And Brugman. Jalen Neal's been good, but you looked at that back line as a person who is in charge of bringing in the players to make your team better. And you're like, yes, sir. Give me a back line of 19-year-old Jalen Neal, 37-year-old Caceres, 32-year-old Mavinga, and that's it. It's not, it's, you know, so he did nothing to fix it. I don't know if necessarily he should be out, but I'm wondering if maybe the seat's a bit.
Uh, I don't think his seat should be warm, in my opinion. I think I still think this team has good potential as soon as they, gain some brain cells and decide to just cut loose Douglas Costa already. Genuinely might be the worst designated player signing in history. Like rivals Rafa Marquez bad. I might probably worse than Rafa Marquez. Let's be honest.
I
Um,
don't know about that.
Douglas Costa has been really bad.
Yeah,
Um,
but he didn't play for Red Bull.
Fair. I forgot. We have to stick to the agenda there.
Thank you.
Um, I think this team is honestly on the come up. They have really talented players in this team. There are holes for sure, especially in the back line, as you mentioned, but there's a lot of good things in this team as well. Chicharito has totally found his feet in this league and is one of the better strikers. I think maybe Joveljic was just in a rough spell. Hopefully he can kind of turn that around. But, obviously Efren Alvarez, we've talked for ages about him having massive potential. Uh, Ricky Puig, we know can be fantastic in this league. I think he was probably just in a rough spell as well. He scored last game. He's going to hopefully, maybe that jump starts him. Gaston Brugman has consistently been one of, if not the best defensive midfielder in the league. Um, they signed the new left back. I don't know if he's started playing for them yet. Um, it's like Aude. You know what I'm talking about? The
Yep.
Argentinian.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he has massive potential. I mean, he's valued at 3.5 million already. 20 years old. Partner him, in the back line. Jalen Neal's in there too. I think they have massive potential in the back line. Get a few guys to fill that up, and then you're good. Jonathan Bond in goal is solid. Vanney got this team easily into playoffs last year. I mean, they were what, fourth or fifth,
Hmm.
and yeah, I don't remember what year he came over, if he was involved in 2021, but I mean, they just barely missed out in 2021 as well. Um, so I think he definitely will get more time. I don't think he's on the hot seat, but uh, I think he's fine. I think the Galaxy
Yeah,
will be fine. I think he's fine.
yeah. To me, it was that was just a conversation piece. I don't think he is. I think it was a bad start, but not having Chicharito hurt and not having um Puig at his best hurt, that whole that whole back line thing is still an issue.
Hmm.
They're only not allowed to sign international people, so they can go still find green card holders and get them here. So um that'd be something I'd be interesting to see in the second window to see if they bring in and fix it. Because I think that's their biggest issue is that back line is brutal.